Alright guys, today it is House Kurita versus a Pirate Lance, an unknown Pirate Lance. So on Kurita's side, we have a Dragon 5N, a Panther 9R, a Trebuchet 7K, and finally a Locust 1M. The Pirate Lance will consist of a Wolfhound 1, a Vindicator 1R, a Thunderbolt 5SE, and a Commando 1A. And those are our two opposing lances. Here's our battlefield, just a standard 4x4. We got a forest here, some rocky outcroppings. On the other side, we have some buildings, and then some fields with some concrete walls. And that is our battlefield. No specific scenario. We will be using variable damage rules in this particular battle report. And that's pretty much it. We're going to go to top of turn 1 initiative. All right, top of turn 1, we got black dice for Kurita and yellow dice for the Pirate Lance. And we have a 9 for Kurita and a 5 for the Pirate Lance. So that means Kurita will attack and we will start movement off with the Pirate Lance, and we will come back after movement. All right, end of turn 1 movement. We started with the Wolfhound sprinting up to behind that rocky outcropping, followed by the Panther jumping onto the building there. I then moved the Thunderbolt with a sprint up to the road here, followed by the Dragon sprinting up to that concrete barrier. And then I did the Commando just walking up to right there, followed by the Locust walking to right there. And then we have the Vindicator just walking to that outcropping. And then lastly, the Trebuchet moving to the road right there. So we're gonna start with shooting next. First attack will be the Locust into the Commando right there. So we have a pilot skill of 4, plus a TMM of 0 because he walked. TMM of 2, so that brings up to 6, and it is 24 inches between the Locust and the Commando, so that's another 4, bringing it up to 10. So I need a 10 up, and that's a miss. We have the Trebuchet attacking the Thunderbolt with a clear view of the Thunderbolt, and so that's a pilot skill of 4. With a TMM of 1, bringing it up to 5. Then long range at 29 inches, that's plus 4, so that's 9 up. We need 9 up to hit the Thunderbolt. And we miss. So we have the Vindicator attacking the Dragon. So that's a pilot skill of 4 with a TMM of 2. That brings it up to 6. And then a range of 25, which is long, so that's 10. And then plus 1 for intervening terrain, that's 11. So we need an 11 up. And we miss. Right bottom turn 1, we've had a few shots fired against both lances, but no hits. So we're gonna go to the top of turn 2 initiative. All right, top of turn 2, rolling for initiative. So we have a 6 for Kurita and a 3 for the Pirate Lance. So Kurita will attack first, and we will start movement with the Pirates. Be back after movement. All right, in the movement turn 2, I moved the Thunderbolt into the woods right there, followed by the Locust moving into the woods right there, which was then countered by the Commando moving up to its rear arc right there. I then had the Panther jump to this building, followed by the Vindicator moving to the outcropping a little bit closer to there, followed by the Trebuchet moving to behind the concrete barrier, which then resulted in the Wolfhound just moving behind the biggest portion of the outcropping, about an inch right there, and the Dragon stood still. So we're gonna go to the shooting phase. All right, so we're gonna have the Panther attack the Wolfhound. That's a clear line of sight. So we have a pilot skill 4 with 2 TMM because of the jump. We have 1 TMM on the Wolfhound, so that's 7. And then medium range is 2, it's 20 inches. So we need a 9 or better. And we hit it. All right, guys, so there's an optional rule for critical success and critical failure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that today, but that would have been an automatic hit against the Wolfhound. However, I'm not going to use that rule today. I'm using variable damage rule. So what I'll need to do is to roll 2 3-ups in order for each point of damage, which is 2, to go through successfully. And both hits go through. So I think for the next time I will use critical success and critical failure, because that was a pretty nice hit in any case. But yep, 2 hits on the Wolf. All right, we have the Locust attacking the Thunderbolt. That is a pilot skill 4 with a TMM attacker TMM of 0. We have a TMM of 1, so that brings up to 5. We have a medium distance, so that's 7, and then 3 inches of intervening wood terrain. So we need a 10 up, and we miss. All right, guys, so I'm actually going to try to get the Trebuchet to attack the Wolfhound behind that rocky outcropping. Let me zoom in here. I believe that's 2/3 cover, so it's still doable. All right, so the Trebuchet into the Wolfhound, which is 2/3 covered by that rocky outcropping. We have a pilot skill of 4 with no attacker TMM because he walked. Distance of 18, so that's medium. That's brings it up to 6. Defender TMM of 1, and then the 2/3 terrain is +1, so I need an 8 up. And I miss. So here we go again. The dragon can barely see. That's more than 2/3 of the Vindicator. So, all right, next up we have the Thunderbolt shooting into the Panther. We have a pilot skill of 4 with no TMM because he walked, and then a TMM of 2 +1 for the jump. That brings it up to a 7. Yeah, brings it up to a 7, so we need a 7 up. And we get it. So variable damage, actually only 1 damage, so I just need a 3 up, and I get it. So that's 1 damage on the Panther. All right, so we're gonna have the Commando attack the Locust from behind. That is a pilot skill of 4 with a TMM of 0 for the attacker. That is short distance, so that's 6 +3 for the Defender's TMM, the Locust TMM, so that brings it up to 9. And then rear arc, so that is +1, which brings it down to 8. Hopefully my math is correct. If I'm not, please let me know in the comments below. So I need an 8 up, and I miss. This is the status of the board. Got a couple successful hits in. So let's see, we got 2 hits in on the Wolfhound from the Panther, and then we got 1 hit in from the Thunderbolt to the Panther, but everything else remains unscathed. We're going to go ahead and go to the top of turn 3. All right, initiative, top of turn 3. So we have an 8 for Kurita and a 7 for the Pirates. So Kurita will attack first, and we'll start movement off with the Pirates. We'll be back after the movement phase. All right, in a movement turn 3, I had the Commander move up to there. He just walked. This was followed by the Panther jumping from the building over there to right there, which was then followed by the Wolfhound moving this way into this, or sprinting into this copse of trees, which was then followed by the Locust moving to behind that copse of trees, now into the rear arc of the Wolfhound, which necessitated the Thunderbolt jumping back to face the Locust. I had the Trebuchet stay still right there, which made the Vindicator sprint up to behind this rocky outcropping, and then finished off the movement phase with the Dragon standing still as well. So we're going to go to the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start off with the Panther shooting into the Commando there. We have a pilot skill of 4 plus 2 TMM, brings it up to 6. TMM of 2 for the Commando brings it up to 8. Medium of 8 inches, bring it up to 10, so I need a 10 up. And that's a miss. All right, next up we have the Locust attacking the Commando there. So we have a pilot skill of 4 with no attacker TMM, TMM of 2 for the Commando, so that brings it up to 6, plus 2 for distance because of medium, so we need an 8 up. And we miss. All right, so we're gonna have the Trebuchet shoot at the Wolfhound there. We have a pilot skill of 4 a -1 because of standing still, so that's a 3. We have the TMM of 2 for the Wolfhound, so that brings it up to 5. And then we have intervening terrain of 2 inches, which brings it up to 7, and then a distance of 22 inches, which is medium, which brings it up to 9. So we need a 9-up to hit the Wolfhound. And that's a miss. The dragon can see the Vindicator. All right, we have the dragon at pilot skill 4, -1 for standing still, +1 for the Vindicator's TMM, which brings it up to 4 again. And then we have a distance of 18 inches, which brings it up to 6. And then 2/3 covered, so that's another 1, so that's 7. We need a 7-up to hit the Vindicator. And we get it. So the dragon causes 2 damage at medium. So we need 3-ups. And we get both. So we cause 2 damage to the Vindicator. Pilot skill 4. No attacker TMM. TMM of 2 + 1. So that's 3. That brings it up to 7. And then a distance of 8, which brings it up to 9. So we need a 9-up. And we get it. Variable damage. 1 hit. So we need to get a 3-up. And we get it. That's 1 hit from the commando to the... All right, now we are the Thunderbolt attacking the Locust. So unfortunately, we are at 4 inches. So that is still considered medium range. So we get... we have a pilot skill 4, a TMM of 1 + 1. So that brings it up to 6. Medium distance, that's 8. And then a 3 TMM. So we need an 11-up for the Thunderbolt to hit the Locust. And that's a miss. Okay, Vindicator sprinted, can't attack. All right, here's the status of the board after shooting turn 3. Got a bit of damage on the Vindicator over there from the dragon. And I don't believe anybody else took damage. This is the status. And we are going to go to the top of turn 4. All right, top of turn 4, rolling for initiative. We have 7 on the Pirates and 3 for the Curitans. So the Pirates will attack first with the Curitans starting the move off. We'll come back after movement phase. All right, end of movement phase, turn 4, I had the Panther jump back right there, which prompted the commando to move up a little bit closer. And then the Trebuchet countered by moving up to there, followed by the Wolfhound moving to there. I then had the Locust, who is right there, do a sprint all the way over to here, which then prompted the Vindicator to jump back, and then followed that up with the Dragon moving forward, and then followed that with the Thunderbolt moving into open ground. So that is it for movement phase. We're going to go to shooting phase. All right, the commando has a pilot skill of 4 with TMM of 0 because he walked. We have a TMM of 2 on the Trebuchet, which brings it up to 6. And then we have a medium distance of 2, so that, or medium distance, which adds 2, which brings it up to an 8. So we need an 8+ to hit. And we get it. The commando only has 1 die. We need a 3-up. And that's a miss. All right, next up we have the Wolfhound into the Trebuchet. So pilot skill 4 with attacker TMM of 0. Defender TMM of 2 brings it up to 6. And a medium distance, which brings it up to 8. So we need an 8-up. And we miss. All right, next we have the Vindicator going into the back of the Locust. So we have a pilot skill of 4 plus 2 TMM, which brings it up to 6. Plus 3 TMM because of the Locust being so fast, so that brings it up to 9. Rear attack, I think that's -1, so that brings it down to 8. And then a medium distance, bringing it up to 10. If the rear attack rule is wrong, please let me know. So I need a 10-up, and that's a miss. All right, we're gonna go Thunderbolt into the Locust. We have pilot skill 4 with a 0 attack TMM. A plus 3 TMM for the Locust, which brings it up to 7, and then 2 for the distance, so that's a 9-up. We need a 9-up to hit. And that's a miss. And that is it for shooting for the Pirate Lance. We're moving on to shooting phase for the Curidans. Right. First, the Panther is going to attack the Wolfhound. That is a pilot skill of 4 with 2 TMM for jumping. That brings it up to 6. Defender TMM of 2, which brings it up to 8. And then medium distance, which brings it up to 10. So I need a 10 up. And that's a miss. All right, next up we have the Trebuchet into the Wolfhound. So that is a pilot skill of 4 with an attacker TMM of 0. And then a defender TMM of 2, bring it up to 6. And then medium distance, so we need an 8 up. And that's a miss. All right, so the Locust can't attack, which leaves us with a Dragon. So the Dragon will be attacking the Vindicator. Okay, we have a pilot skill of 4 with 0 attacker TMM, and then a defender TMM of 2 plus 1, so that's 7, and then a distance of medium, like 18 inches, so we need a 9 up. And we get it. So the Dragon causes 2 damage, we need a 3 up, and we get 1 of them. So that's 1 damage into the Vindicator. Right, that's the end of shooting for turn 4. A lot of whiffing going on. We did cause 1 damage into the Vindicator. We are going to go to the top of turn 5. All right, initiative, turn 5. We have a 7 for the Pirates and a 6 for the Curidans. Pirates will attack first. Movement will start with the Curidans. We'll be right back after the movement phase. All right, end of movement, turn 5. I had the Panther jump from there to there, which was followed by the Commando moving back to there, which had the Trebuchet then move up closer, followed by the Wolfhound moving to the rear arc of the Trebuchet. Then had the Thunderbolt move to there, which prompted the Locust to run up to there. The Vindicator then jumped up and over the outcropping, which was then followed by the Dragon moving into close range. So we're going to go to the shooting phase. All right, so we're going Commando into the Panther. So we have a pilot skill of 4 with a TMM of 0 for the Commando, and then a TMM of 2 plus 1, which is 3, which brings it up to 7, and then a medium distance, bringing it up to 9. So we need a 9 up, and that's a miss. All right, so the Wolfhound's going to attack the rear arc of the Trebuchet. Pilot skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6. Rear arc, so plus 1 or minus 1, so that brings it down to 7. And then a 2 up for medium range, which brings it up to 8. So we need an 8 up, or 9 up. That brings it up to 9, so we need a 9 up, and we miss. Okay, so I have kind of a conundrum here. I want to attack with the Vindicator. We have the Dragon right up in our face, so I may just go with attacking the Dragon, but I also want to try to take out the Locust because it's zipping around the field. But I think at this point we're going to attack the Dragon. So we have a pilot skill of 4 with a TMM of 2, so that brings it up to 6. TMM of 2 for the Dragon, which brings it up to 8. And then short range, which is plus 1, that brings it up to 9. So we need a 9 up Vindicator to the Dragon. And that's a miss. All right, again, I have a little bit of a conundrum here. I have the Thunderbolt right there. I do have both the Locust and the Dragon right in my sights. I think it'll be easier to hit the Dragon, but the Locust is also very fragile again. Its main power is speed, so I think I'm going to go with the Dragon. So we have a pilot skill of 4 for the Thunderbolt, TMM of 0 because he walked, TMM of 2 on the Dragon, bringing it up to 6, with a medium range of 2, bringing it up to 8 up. So I need an 8 up to hit the Dragon. And that's a miss. We're going to have the Panther attack the Wolfhound. We have a pilot skill of 4, plus a TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6. TMM of 2 on the Wolfhound, bringing it up to 8. And then a medium distance, bringing it up to 10. We need a 10 up to hit the Wolfhound. And we get it. So the Panther causes 2 damage at medium. We need 2 3-ups. And we get both. All right. next up is the trebuchet into the commando. We have a pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6. With a medium range, that brings it up to 8. So we need an 8 up to hit the commando. And we get it. So the trebuchet causes 2 damage at medium range. So we need 2 3-ups. And we missed both of them. All right, we're going to have the Locust attack the Wolfhound. We are pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6 with a medium range. That brings it up to 8. So we need an 8 up to hit the Wolfhound. And that's a miss. All right, finally, closing out turn 5 shooting. We have the Dragon into the Vindicator. Pilot skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2 plus 1, bringing it up to 3, that's 7. At short range, that is now an 8 up. So we need an 8 up. And that's a miss. Still a whole lot of whiffing on this turn. We did hit the Wolfhound, which has pretty much destroyed its armor. Next turn, if it gets hit, we'll have some crits to roll. And yeah, we're going to go to the top of turn 6. All right, top of turn 6 initiative. We have 6 for the Curians and 9 for the Pirates. So the Pirates get to go attack first. Curians will do movement or start off movement, and we'll be back after the movement phase. All right, into movement, turn 6. So I had the Locust run from over there, or actually walk from over there to over here, which prompted the commando to move back into the woods, which then was followed by the trebuchet moving forward, which was then followed by the Wolfhound moving to behind the treb once again. And now we have the Panther jumping from that building to this building to get behind the Wolfhound, which then prompted the Thunderbolt to move closer to where the Dragon and Vindicator were. Dragon moved back 10 inches and was then followed by the Vindicator jumping over and getting into a closer distance. So we're gonna go to the top of shooting with the Pirates. All right, top of the shooting phase, we're gonna have the commando shoot into the trebuchet. So that is a pilot skill of 4 with 0 TMM, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6 with medium range. That brings it up to 8, so we need an 8 up. And we get it. So the commando causes 1 damage, we need a 3 up. And we get it, so we cause 1 damage to the trebuchet. All right, next up we have the Wolfhound into the back of the trebuchet. We have pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6. Medium range, bringing it up to 8 with rear arc -1. So that's a 7 up. And we get it. So the Wolfhound does cause 2 damage. We need 2 3-ups. And we get both. So that's 2 damage to the trebuchet. All right, so we're going to go Vindicator into the Dragon. So Vindicator is a pilot skill 4 plus 2 TMM, which is 6, plus 2 TMM on the Dragon, bringing it up to 8 with a distance of medium. So that's 10 up. We need a 10 up to hit. That's a miss. Next up, we have the Thunderbolt into the Dragon, which is pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6 with a medium range. That is an 8 up. We need an 8 up to hit. And we get it. So the Thunderbolt does cause 3 damage at medium range. So we need 3 3-ups. And we get 1. Trebuchet into the commando, but there's just too sweet of an attack from the Panther into the Wolfhound. So we have a pilot skill 4 with a TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 8, and then a medium range, bringing it up to 10, but rear arc -1, so that's 9. We need a 9 up to hit. And we miss. That would have been a sweet, sweet hit. All right, guys, things are starting to heat up. We're going to go Panther into the Wolfhound. Pilot skill 4 with 2 TMM. That brings it up to 6. 2 TMM on the Wolfhound, bringing it up to 8. With a medium distance, bringing it up to 10. -1 for rear arc, so we need a 9 up. And that's a miss. So now we have the Locust. Pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6. Medium range. That is 8, so we need an 8 up. And it's also a miss. we're gonna have the trebuchet into the commando. So that is a pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2 bringing it up to 6 with 2 more for the range of medium, bringing it up to 8, and then +1 for 1 inch of intervening terrain, bringing it up to 9. So we need a 9 up, and that's a miss. All right, last but not least, we have the dragon into the Vindicator. We have a pilot skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 3 because the Vindicator jumped, bringing it up to 7 with a medium range. That is 9. We need a 9 up for a hit. And we get it. So it causes 2 damage. We need 2 3-ups. That's a cocked dice. And they both miss. Wow, bad shooting for the Korean. So that is the end of turn 6. We're gonna go to the top of turn 7. All right, initiative, turn 7, here we go. And that is the pirates with a 10. They will attack first, and the Koreans will move first, be back after move. All right, end of movement. So I had the commando move out of the trees to there, which was followed by the trebuchet moving into the woods, which was then followed by the wolfhound moving all the way back over here. We had the panther stand still, right? The panther stand still, which then prompted the thunderbolt to move up there. I moved the dragon back behind the concrete barrier, which was then followed by the Vindicator moving up closer. And then finally I had the locust move to behind the concrete barrier, but with a clear shot to the commando over there. So we're gonna go to pirate shooting. All right, we're gonna go to wolfhound into the panthers. So we have a pilot skill 4, no TMM, -1 because the panther stood still, so that's 3, with a distance of medium, bringing up to 2. So that is a 5 up. And we get it. So the wolfhound causes 2 damage at medium. We need 2 3-ups. And we get 1. All right, this is bad news for the panther. I should have had him jump. We're gonna have the commando attack the panther. Pilot skill of 4, 0 TMM, TMM -1 because of no movement on the panther, and then a distance of medium, so that brings it up to a 5 up. And we get it. And the commando causes 1 damage, 3 up, and get it. So at this point, we do have to roll for a crit. Crit roll, 2d6. That is a 9, which is nothing. So the panther actually lucked out just a little bit, but now heavily damaged, only 2 structure left. All right, next up we have Vindicator shooting into the dragon. We have pilot skill 4 with 2 TMM because of the jump, plus 2 TMM for the dragon. That brings it up to 8, plus 2 for the distance of medium, which brings it up to 10, and then obscured 1/3, which brings it up to 11. So we need an 11 up from the Vindicator into the dragon. And we do not get it. All right, we're gonna have the Thunderbolt shoot into the Panther to try to take it out. Pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of -1, that brings it up to 3, with a long distance of 3, so we need a 6 up. We don't get it. The Panther lives to fight another day. That's it for pirate shooting. We're gonna go to the Korean shooting. All right, we're gonna have the Panther shoot into the Wolfhound. So we have pilot skill 4. We have a TMM of -1 because he stood still, so that's 3. With a TMM of 2, brings up to 5. And then we have a medium distance, which brings it up to 7. So I need a 7 up. And I get it, and had I been using the critical success rule, that would have been successful. So in any case, the Panther causes 2 damage at medium range, so we need 2 3-ups. And we miss. Had I gone one of those, it would have been a crit on the Wolfhound, so that's kind of a bummer. All right, Trebuchet into the Commando. We have pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6, medium distance, which brings it up to 8, so we need an 8 up. And we get it. So the Trebuchet causes 2 damage. I need 2 3-ups, and I get both of them. All right, the Locust is going to take a pot shot at the Commando. So we have pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, that brings it up to 6, with a long range, bringing it up to 7. So we need a 7 up. And we miss. All right, last mech to shoot will be the Dragon into the Vindicator, power skill 4, TMM 0, TMM of 3 on the Vindicator, bringing it up to 7, and medium distance, so that is a 9 up to hit. That's a miss. That is it for the turn. We're gonna go to the top of the next turn. All right, initiative turn 8. That is the Curidans with an 8 attacking first. The Pirates will move first. We'll be back after turn 8 movement. Okay, so end of movement. Turn 8, a lot of jockeying into position. We had the commander move up there, which prompted the Trebuchet to move out of the woods, which was then followed by the Wolfhound moving to over here, which then necessitated the Panther to jump to that building, which was then followed by the Vindicator jumping to there, which was then followed by the Locust running to over here, which was then followed by the Thunderbolt moving to there to try to engage the Dragon, but the Dragon moved behind him right there. So we're going to go to the top of the Curidan shooting phase. All right, Panther into Wolfhound, so power skill 4, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6, TMM of 2 on the Wolfhound, bringing it up to 8 with a medium range. That is a 10 up. And we miss. All right, next up, we have the Trebuchet into the Wolfhound. We have power skill 4, TMM 0, TMM 2 for the Wolfhound, bringing it up to 6 with medium range. 8 up, got it. So that's 2 damage from the Trebuchet at range, so I need 2 3-ups, and I get 1. And I believe that is also a crit on the Wolfhound. Yes, that is a crit on the Wolfhound, so we'll roll for that. And that is an 8, which is a weapon. So, crit on the Wolfhound, weapon damage. All right, next up is the Locust into the Commando. We have a power skill 4 with a TMM of 0, TMM of 2 for the Commando, bringing it up to 6, and a medium range, bringing it up to 8. So we need an 8 up. That's a miss. I've elected to have the Dragon shoot at the Wolfhound. That is pilot skill 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6 with a long range of 3. So I need a 9 up. And we get it. I was going to roll for a crit, but it actually destroyed the Wolfhound. So the Wolfhound has now been knocked out, but it will get its chance to shoot back. All right, we're going to have the Commando attack the Trebuchet. We have 4 pawing skill, 0 TMM, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6, and a medium range, bringing it up to 8. So we need an 8 up, and that's a miss. We're next going to have the Wolfhound attack the Panther, see if we can get some revenge on the Curidans. We have a pilot skill of 4, a TMM of 0, TMM of 3 because of the jump, 2 plus 1, that brings it up to 7, and then a medium range brings it up to 9. So we need a 9 up. And we get it. So the Wolfhound causes 2 damage at range. Well, we need 2 3-ups. And we get 1. So the Panther is hurt quite badly. Also, roll a crit on that. And that's a 3, which is Engine. So I was going to attempt to have the Vindicator attack the Panther, realize that I would have to roll 12. Actually, I'm going to do it anyway. So we're either going to need boxcars for the Vindicator to take out the Panther. Need 12. Nope, that's a miss. And lastly, we're going to have the Thunderbolt attack the Panther. We're going to try to take it out. That is at long range. Pilot skill 4, TMM 0, TMM 3, brings it up to 7. So we need a 10 up, and we miss. That is it for the pirate shooting phase. We're going to go to initiative turn 9, which will be the final turn. All right, initiative turn 9. That looks like the Koreans get to attack first, so we will start movement with the pirates. and then come back after the end of movement phase. All right, end of movement phase, turn 9, had the commando move to behind this building, which was then followed by the locust coming up behind him. I then had the Vindicator jump to there, which then prompted the dragon to move over to here, which then prompted the Thunderbolt to jump behind the dragon. We had the Panther stand still, and then followed by the Trebuchet moving up. So we're going to go to shooting. All right, the dragon's going to attack the Vindicator from behind. We have pilot skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 3, bringing it up to 7, medium range of 9, -1 for rear. So we need an 8 up. And we get it. So it causes 2 damage. I need 2 3-ups. And I get 1. All right, next up we have the locust into the back of the commando. We have a pilot skill of 4, 0 TMM, 2 TMM on this, so that brings it up to 6, and then a medium range, which brings it up to 8, so we need an 8 up. And we get it. The locust causes 1 damage. 1 damage, so we need a 3 up, and we get it. That 1 damage does result in a crit for the commando, so we're going to roll that. That is a 5, which is nothing. So the commando lucked out. All right, the Panther is going to shoot at the Vindicator. We have piloting skill of 4, -1 because it stood still. 3 TMM, bringing it up to 6, and then medium range, bring it up to 8. So we need an 8 up. And that's a miss. Next, we're going to have the Trebuchet into the Vindicator. We have a pilot skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 3, bring it up to 7, and then obscured, bring it up to 8, and then medium range, bring it up to 11. So I need 11 up. That's a miss. And that's it for the Korean shooting. Go to the pirate shooting phase next. All right, so we have the Vindicator shooting into the Panther. That is 4, piloting skill 2 for TMM, plus a -1, bring it down to 5 with a medium range. So I need a 7 up to hit. And we get it. And the Vindicator causes 2 damage. So we need 2 3-ups. And that actually kills the Panther. So the Panther has been, oops, as he drops off the building, he has been knocked out. We're going to go Thunderbolt into the Dragon. So that is short range. We got a piloting skill of 4, plus 2 TMM, 1 for jumping, and our 1 for its TMM, and then 1 for jumping. So that brings it up to 6, 2 TMM, 8, plus 1 for short range, bringing it to 9. So we need a 9 up. And we miss. And then lastly, the commando is going to try to shoot the Trebuchet. We're going to measure that out. It may be long range. Nope, medium range. So the commando is going to shoot the Trebuchet. We have piloting skill of 4, TMM of 0, TMM of 2, bringing it up to 6, medium range, bringing it up to 8. So I need an 8 up, and I get it. And then I need a 3 up, and I get that. So we cause 1 damage to the Trebuchet from the commando. All right, I'm going to call it a turn 9. This is a House Kurita victory. They barely eked out a victory. 24 points for the Wolfhound, 19 points for the Panther. I was trying to knock off the commando because it was very close, but as you can see, wasn't able to do it. Bit of damage here and there. Tough game for House Kurita, but they eked out the victory. My favorite in this game was the Locust because he was just zipping around. Had he been tagged by that Thunderbolt a couple turns ago, this whole battle report would have been a different story. So, all right, hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm sure there's a few things that I missed. I incorporated a lot of feedback from the last game. So if you do find something that I did wrong, especially the rear arc attacks. If that's something in Alpha Strike, let me know in the comments below, and I'll correct that for the next game. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Battletech Alpha Strike battle reports coming out of Wargaming Noob.